Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 44 of Oblivion Remastered. Basically, I had to turn myself in. Since the last episode, we got caught in that aggro loop, and yeah, no way to get rid of it. As far as I can tell, which really sucks because basically I walked to the waterfront district trying to get my bounty removed, and then the guards immediately attacked me. I still only had a 40 bounty. I thought, like, if you resisted arrest, you get more bounty. I could have swore that was a thing. So anyways, the point is, I made my way over to the waterfront district, and yeah, immediately got caught. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I just want to play the game. I don't want to be caught up in this aggro loop for 100 hours. So I don't know, man. If anyone's got any tips on how to avoid that, like, I feel like typically if I just go out into the wilderness and crouch in stealth, eventually it goes away, but I don't know. It really just depends, man. Sometimes it really just does not. So hopefully they didn't take too many things. I know we had a bunch of stuff we could have sold to a fence. I hope it wasn't anything too bad. I was considering, like, reloading and then basically dropping all of my stolen goods, picking them back up, but ultimately it should be fine. That is something, like I said in the last episode, that I do hope at some point we are able to get that patched. That would be really nice, but it's the same thing as in original Oblivion, is like when you're caught up in an aggro loop. Skyrim does that sometimes too, but it's not nearly as bad. Like, I feel like in Skyrim you can usually get around it, but in Oblivion, like, once you're trapped in that aggro loop, oh boy, you are not getting out of it, because I think the game just thinks a guard is basically chasing you across the entire Earth, pretty much.
What?
I require a bed.
I do have a bed.
I'll take it.
Very good.
Okay, so we just gotta go level up. Yeah, because by the way, when I was traveling to the waterfront district off camera, I was jumping and I was casting, so my acrobatics increased. So we did reach, I believe this is going to be level 20. It turned us 2:50 a.m. We're gonna wait 7 hours. And we can also go sell to Nilphys O'Melion, the best merchant to ever have merchant in all of the merchants of all time. You've ascended to level 19, not 20. You've been trying too hard, thinking too much. Relax. Trust your instincts. Just be yourself. Do the little things and the big things take care of themselves. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Something I literally need to work better at in my actual life. Just being myself. It's kind of difficult when you feel like you need to be a perfectionist all the time, you know? But that's something to work at. So we're going to go luck, we're going to go agility, and we're going to go endurance. Oh, that's... Oh, wait. I didn't increase this all the way. Okay, and then I guess endurance doesn't... Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, honestly, pumping up intelligence and willpower will be a maximum help. This one is maximum, this one's regen, right? So we'll go maximum intelligence. That would be a good idea to do, because it's going to be harder and harder to utilize magicka as you level up more and more. Although, if you're dying to just level up, you can definitely just go and level up a bunch of random stuff. Okay, so that takes care of all that. Let's talk to Mr. Nilphys. Why are you not liking me? Oh, now you're up to 99. Before you were down to, like... Yeah, you went down a little bit there for some weird reason. All right, Mr. Nilphys, I require to sell you some stuff. Arrow of Stillness, Claymore of the Glathia. We'll sell that. Crimson Eviscerator will use Elven Arrow, Glass Mace, goodbye. So want to get rid of those silver arrows. Because Elven, well, yeah, silver do have a mechanical property in this video game. Elven Boots, Skull Diamond Ring, Sapphire Ring, Jewel of the Rumare, Mithril Cuirass. Okay, and then we've got like 50 billion potions. That's the last thing that's basically stopping me from having a fully cleaned out inventory, is pretty much as usual. The potions. The rear guard is definitely a skill book, right? The gold ribbon is as well. The 5 tenants also. The black arrow is definitely a skill book, but valued much higher than other skill books for some weird reason. Parchment, I wanted to get rid of out of my inventory as well. So I think that's about it, unless we have random jewels. Greater Fortify Health Tome, also get rid of, and that should be good. Did we read the Frostcrag stuff? Oh yeah, we never actually finished the Frostcrag stuff. Now that I think about it, we didn't put the Mage Tallow stuff there. So yeah, I can't remember if we did or did not read the Mage Tallow, or sorry, the Frostcrag Spire missives, which I want to do, because I want to do everything in this video game. So we're going to go to this, and we're going to find the Frostcrag. There's only 4 in this game, surprisingly, for Frostcrag. So, Frostcrag Alchemy Lab. As requested, the alchemy lab will be delivered promptly to Frostcrag Spire and installed. I'm glad to see Frostcrag Spire once again has a worthy owner. Warmest regards, Aura Linway, Mystic Emporium Market District, Imperial City. As requested, the bedroom area will be delivered promptly to Frostcrag Spire and installed. I'm glad to see Frostcrag Spire once again as a worthy owner. Warmest regards. As requested, the library area. Okay, these are just copied and pasted. I guess Bethesda phoned it in here. The vault area. Yeah. And then you have the 2 mage towers, of course, too. So we'll do this quest first. We'll finish this quest, and then we'll do Frostcrag, because we got to place the mage tower, and I also want to show off all the different player homes as well. So, we go to inventory, and we go to the day's Draconis gift list. We have killed Matthias, we have killed Andreas, we've killed Sibylla. Finally, we have Kalia. Castleawen, you'll find her in the barracks. My beautiful Kay, my dearest daughter, broke so many hearts when she was younger, but now that she's an officer in the Imperial Legion, I'm afraid she's let herself go a bit. Not gotten fat, but I'm a fallen. Not that, oh god. Yeah, oh god, imagine getting fat. Couldn't be me, and then having everybody be very mean to me for a long time on the internet, but that's how it goes. But she's settled into a more practical kind of look, even a bit boyish, I guess you could say. So what I'd like you to do is get my K as much pretty girl stuff as you can. Flowers, perfume, Nord chocolate, that sort of thing. And then you've already received half your fee in advance and will receive the remainder after the gifts have been purchased and delivered, as we originally agreed. Thank you again for providing such a valuable service. Sincerely, Perennia Draconis. So that's why I wanted to see if, like, actually we turn in all of these if we do get an extra bit of gold, which I think you do. I think that's actually a thing. So it is, yeah, a little bit more beneficial to kill everybody before you kill the mother. By the way, and for anybody watching that doesn't know what we're doing, you basically have to kill the entire Draconis line. A line of Imperials. You have to hunt them down one by one. It'd be kind of cool if you could get some sort of, like, actual gifts for them to use. But yeah, by the way, I was going to say, yeah, Meddlesome Mother's a very good indicator of this here. Because you got to let this woman live her life, man. But the mom's like, no, we'll make her more girly, and it'll be a nice gesture. It's not going to be seen as nice. That's not how this happens. Door to the Three Sisters Inn, 2nd floor west. Okay, this is where things get a little weird with this quest. I do remember this. Because, yeah, she's a part of the Leyawiin Guard, which makes things more difficult. And also, yeah, she's kind of trapped behind this security area. So she's right there. Okay, now she's exited out into the front. Now, if we can, why do I not have my Crimson Eviscerata? If we can get her to, if we can taunt her, that would be good here.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Yo, what up? You look like your mother? That's incredibly weird to say. I'm afraid I need you. Dead.
Oh, do you now? Well then, far be it for me to deny you such a reasonable request. Guards, I need assistance. This person is resisting arrest.
Now, does she? Okay, so she attacks me. So I'm going to kill her. I think, yeah, her friends are coming, but I don't think we've broken any law. Oh, they're all fighting me. Whoa, Sharavi? Ooh. All right, so we need to get her killed ASAP. What the heck is happening, man? With these flurries. Wow, she's actually kind of tough here. Oh yeah, we haven't used Star of the West in a while. Okay, so I have no qualms with you. There we go. No, come on. Come on. Okay, one more. Good. All right, you need to leave, Sharavi. No one's been murdered. I was defending myself. Let the record show. I was defending myself. Boobity, boobity, boobity. Grapes. Steel set Leyawiin's secret room key? What is the Leyawiin secret? Hold on, ladies. I'm trying to see. Okay, I'm out of here. Goodbye. I feel like you can... So, by the way, there's a yield mechanic in this game a lot of people probably don't know about. Are you attacking me, guard? He's definitely attacking me. Your peril is about to break. Okay. Once again, we are on the run. Now, here's the thing. I don't think we broke the law. I think
Stop. You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Current bounty 1,000? I kind of want to just get this over with. It's so funny because we killed a Leyawiin person of the guard. Like, I don't think they would just be like, all right, thanks for the gold. All right, you're free to go. I kind of want to, like, what we would do is I would run this out, but, like, I really don't want to just get trapped in the same situation that we were previously. So, stealth killing her is obviously the way to go, but it's kind of weird because you could taunt her to fight you, but then she basically just says, you know, she turns the guard against you. Fine, take my gold.
That's £2. Okay.
Okay, so they'll take all the stolen goods, but obviously we already had that just happen anyways. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. They're just like, oh, you killed our sister in arms. Okay, whatever. That's fine. All right, so now that should be all of the kids not given gold to, or not given gifts to. We didn't give any gifts to anybody there. But, yeah, that should be all the kids taken care of. So I wonder if the mother does change her tune here. I don't know if I've ever done this before, but we will see. We also have to kill the mother here as well. But, yeah, the game says to kill her first, but in reality, you can kill her last. So let's see what she says here. Perennia Draconis.
Oh, back again? I don't know what else you could need. I gave you the list. That should tell you where you can find my children and what they want. Now please, make sure my gifts get to the children. I'm counting on you.
Oh, I thought she would. Okay. That's a little disappointing. I mean, it makes sense. The game told me to kill her first, but... alrighty. Oh, and then we got this dog. Oh, don't make me do that, man. Oh, jeez. Maybe if we could just make this happen real quick. Maybe the dog can stay innocent in all this, which is always funny to me. People are always obviously so much more interested in keeping the pets alive as opposed to actual human beings. So, even me right here, I'm like, well, I don't want to kill the dog, but killing a woman and her entire family, I mean, sure. That's just another day in Oblivion. All right, damage health, and then I'm just going to go... Zoom!
What's going on?
Getting stabbed in the back. What's going on? Whoop, and then dead. Every member of the Draconis family has been killed. I must pick up my reward and next contract at the dead drop located in the stone well in the castle's Skingrad courtyard. Surprised she survived that first one. Now, obviously, this was not enchanted. We ran out of our enchantment. No, come on. Now, obviously, I could just leave here, but roleplay-wise... Whoa, why do we deal damage? So we blocked him, and then he took damage as if he had the rough skin ability in Pokemon, which is going to be our GV's talking corner. Yeah! Which is going to be Pokemon White version. Basically. GV's talking corner. Yeah. Yeah, my second channel, GV, I basically just did an entire series for Pokemon White, the Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke series, which, if you don't know, is basically Pokemon permadeath. If a Pokemon faints, then it is considered dead. You cannot use it anymore outside of using HMs like Fly. So, yeah, just recorded basically the entire series to pretty much get that channel, like, recorded for while I'm going to be going on vacation and while Mavericks will be happening when I'm back from vacation. So, originally, I just wanted to, like, record enough to basically get me through, to, like, the first week of August to give me some time. But I enjoyed it so much, I basically just recorded the entire series. So if you check that out on the second channel, you can find a full, entire Pokemon White Nuzlocke that will slowly release episodes throughout the next months, basically. But yeah, here's the stone well, inside of which we have 500 gold and dead drop orders number 3. I have picked up my next reward and received my next contract. And we're going to skip that because it just spoils exactly what we can read for ourselves, which is not very fun now, is it? So, dead drop orders number 3. Not going to be an alchemy. It's going to be the miscellaneous and the D's. We're looking for the D's. Boom. Notice how the papers look different, by the way. Dead drop orders number 2. Huh. Yeah, so this paper looks different, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if that matters. Are you ready to get your hands dirty, Silencer? Your next target is a Khajiit nobleman by the name of Jagasta, who can be found at his home in the city of Bruma. Jagasta was recently offered the hand of a prominent Cyrodiil noble's daughter, but turned down the offer when he learned of the girl's rather negligible dowry. The girl's family is outraged, of course, and has hired the Dark Brotherhood to make Jagasta pay for his insolence. Go to Jagasta's house in Broom and end his miserable life. But be warned, the Khajiit is rich and bored, and spends most of his time honing his skills in unarmed combat. Any opponent who can kill with merely his hands is not to be trifled with, so tread carefully. Even worse, Jagasta is aware someone may be trying to kill him, and has bribed the guards not to interfere if a fight should spill out into the city streets. When the target has been eliminated, you will find your next dead drop in a rotten box under the old bridge just south of the Imperial City. The box will contain your reward for killing Jagasta, as well as information regarding your next contract. Yeah, interesting. A lot of things to talk about here. But we're going to go do Frostcrag first. Before we do this, we got to go kill a hand-to-hand man in Bruma, which I always love going to Bruma. So fun. But, yes, we have... Oh yeah, actually we'll be like really close to that too. So we'll go check out Frostcrag. Frostcrag's pretty easy to check out. It's much smaller in scope, but a lot more practical, especially with spell creation. So we'll go check that out. But yeah, Pokemon White, man, oh man, what? Literally my favorite generation. After doing the Nuzlocke playthrough recently, yeah, I gotta say, Gen 5 is the best gen. Outside of my nostalgia for Gen 1 and 2, which of course I love and grew up with, outside of that, Gen 5 is literally the best gen, bar none, dude. I love Gen 5 so much. So if you're interested in watching me play Pokemon White, check it out. Like I said, Nuzlocks are pretty much, yeah, Pokemon permadeath, so you're trying to beat the game without basically ending the run by having all of your Pokemon be killed, even though normally you could just resurrect them at a Pokemon Center. So, what do we got? So this is the library area right here. It's so weird that Darkest Darkness is there. I'm wondering if that was just glitched and that should have been there when we added the library in. I don't know, donkey. Now, you would think that there would be... There's so many... How many copies of Darkest Darkness do we need? You would think there would be a skill book, and I bet that there is, but they're probably going to hide it somewhere. I would think so. We're going to take a close look here to see if there's any value that goes up by a decent amount. So yeah, this is the library. We got 4 different areas to find, right? That we've upgraded here. Still novice stuff. Kind of crazy. Darkest Darkness. So many copies of Darkest Darkness. My God. Nothing there. Okay, fine. Really? We got an entire library upgrade and not a single skill book, unless I'm just not realizing some of these are skill books, which very much could be the case. Okay, well, what the heck is the point of that outside of ambiance, I suppose? Okay, so I think this is also part of the library upgrade. Again, some of these could be... Oblivion is very weird. Like in Morrowind and in Skyrim, I feel like it's very easy to tell what is and is not skill books. In Oblivion, I feel like it's a bit harder. It's more dependent on what the book is actually called. But, yeah, nothing as far as I can tell. Okay, so Atronak Altar. I'm going to try to make a Storm. No. I'm going to try to make a Frost. No. I'm going to try to make a Flame. Yeah! All right. So we've got Pyre the Second. Hello there. Follow me, please. Thank you, thank you. All right, Manual of Spellcraft here. Yeah, maybe there's something over here. Also, is this the Alchemy Station? This is something I totally did not realize, or at least totally forgot about. So this Alchemy Station right here, maybe this is not what I'm talking about. Fundamentals of Alchemy, which ironically is not even an alchemy skill book. Novice Calcinator. We'll take the Soul Gems, I suppose. Literally not one single skill book? That's so disappointing. Like, come on, man. People back in the day, literally, including myself, literally paid money for this, by the way, and not a single skill book. Again, unless I'm just not realizing there are skill books. Just a whole lot of... It's just like 15 Fundamentals of Alchemy. It's all the same book. What is the point of that? Oh, my God. What are you even talking about? Well, if there's any skill books, it would be up here, but I'm not seeing the values, so I'm going to assume not. All right. Disappointing, to say the least. What else we got? So, yes, let's pop up over here. So we got the 2 Mage Tallow candle boxes, so Altar of Spellmaking, boop. 1 Mage Tallow candle box removed from the player's inventory, and then also Altar of Enchanting, boop. Which actually, this looks really cool. I don't know. It seems more different to me. So Altar of Enchanting, you basically need to put, any gear that's not enchanted, and then also soul gems. This is not nearly as important as the Altar of Spellmaking, which is one of the biggest, most mechanically, interesting things in all of Oblivion. It's what everybody talks about, including myself. The spellmaking in Oblivion is so freaking good, man. I really hope they bring this back for Elder Scrolls 6. That would be awesome. Basically, anytime you learn a spell effect from buying or gaining a spell effect, you can then make your own version of that spell. So, I guess Vaurelius here would be interested, but a little disgusted at the same time. We'll go for Charm. So we're going to add the effect. Then we're going to put Charm on Touch. Now, how this works, too, is basically Touch is a lot cheaper to cast than Target, because Target is obviously ranged. Touch is just, you got to be up close. So we're going to go Touch. We're going to go Magnitude 100, which is the maximum efficacy of the spell. Area of effect is crazy, because as you can see, if we went, for instance, 100 area, that would do 100 magnitude in 100 feet or units or whatever the hell. But here's the thing. You don't need to do that at all for this type of spell. We're going to go down to 0 area, and we're going to do 1 second. What does it say 9 out of 12? Wait, what? What is 9 out of 12? That should be magicka cost, but that doesn't make any sense. We definitely have more than 12 magicka. So anyways, this is a little trick here, which we may or may not use. I'll just make it. 27 gold to create. I don't know what 9 out of 12 means. I'm going to click in the left stick. Okay, some of the menus in this game, man, are so weird. I'm clicking in the left stick to name the spell, but it's not letting me do it. So I'm going to press square to save. So I guess you have to add it. Added effects, Charm on Touch, 100 points for 1 second, which will basically take their, personality level, disposition, all the way to 100 for a second. The thing is, when you talk with people, it pauses time. So you basically max out their disposition and, just talk to them instantly, pretty much. All right, let's call this, what should we call this? Rugged, because I imagine Vaurelius is rugged, which was always a word that stood out to me as a kid from, I believe, Dexter's Laboratory, where Dexter wants to be rugged. Rugged, and then space, we're going to call it anything with an R. Rugged. We'll just call it Rugged Rhyme. Maybe Vaurelius is just saying a rugged rhyme. You know what I mean? Okay, done. And then... yeah, these menus are so weird. Remove effect, modify effect. I need to, create it. Say Rugged Rhyme. Save changes. So I'm going to press square to create. Boop. Congratulations, you've created a new spell. So then now, I don't know what that 9 out of 12 is. That's the only thing. So if we go to Touch, we should have Rugged Rhyme. So it says 9 magicka, but why did it say out of 12? I definitely have more than that, right? Basically, we can use this. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. Also notice 90% spell effectiveness, and that's because we're wearing armor. If we didn't have any armor, it would go up to 100, which is why mages typically wear robes in Oblivion if you want to have maximum efficacy. 100 magicka. Why is it saying 12? I'm confused. Anyways, Altar of Spellmaking, huge. And if you use Frostcrag Spire, then you don't have to go through the Mages Guild in order to get into the Arcane University, which then will let you, create spells. So it's a really nice way to basically get spell creation early, pretty much. Now, here's the vault where you can pretty much use all of these chests in order to store all of your unique things. However, I don't really like to do that unless I'm specifically playing a mage character, so I don't think we're going to do that on Vaurelius, although we did do that on a certain other popular character on this YouTube channel. Also, again, the Shadow Banish Wine was up there if you're trying to get that as well. Why are there blacksmith's pants in a wine barrel? I don't know. But anyways, just a million chests filled with detritus. It's kind of annoying because you basically have to clean out all those chests if you want to do anything. Is it the table over here? What is the alchemy thing? I'm assuming the alchemy has to be in the living area. I'm a little confused by this, because we did get an alchemy upgrade too, didn't we? Okay, so... just looking at the top left to see if it adds anything. So yeah, this is the bedroom that was added. So we'll check this out. Tan vase, lesser soul gem. What are those? Poison of the fool? Poison of fright. Ah, it's got to be here, right? Oh, apprentice alembic now. A leak. We've got a novice retort still, though. Alchemical brilliance added to the player's spell list. Yeah, your alchemy skills temporarily increased by 15. Okay, that's what I was forgetting. Yeah. So that is the thing. If you stand right next to this, which actually is like a little Daedric-looking calcinator. So let's check that out, too. I'm sure it's just going to say, basically, yeah, our alchemy is being increased by 15. Fortify alchemy, 15 from alchemical brilliance. So basically, same sort of thing. We can come over here if we want to do any sort of special alchemy stuff. Just like we can go to the armorer. The Dwemer Forge area at Battlehorn Castle if we want to do that as well. And I'm going to check these and see if there's any skill books over here. Still no skill books. A game at dinner. Alchemy. Yeah, finally. So maybe that was added with the library. I'm betting not, though. So weird. Jewelry box. Whoa! Oh my god, I forgot about this. There is a unique thing. The Pentamagic Loop. Whoa, this does a ton of stuff. Okay, so how do I see? Fortify Conjuration, Destruction, Illusion, Mysticism, and Restoration. All the schools of magic, or most of them at least, by 5 points. Not bad. I'm glad I saw that, because I would have definitely forgot that that existed. Okay, we've got a chest over here as well with literally nothing, and a bed here. So, I kind of do want to make some alchemy, but it would be smarter to go grab all the alchemical stuff over here. So let's do that. We're going to spam X here to grab as many things as we can. Remember, this stuff comes from the Daedric Plains over here, too. Now, was there a Nirn root here? There was a Nirn root, but I don't know if it respawns or not. Not hearing it. So this one might, yeah, this Nirn root might not respawn, whereas the Deep Scorn does respawn. So then we come over here. There's going to be a million messages in the top left, so I'm not going to wait for the alchemical brilliance. But if we go to magic and check this, fortify alchemy, yep, it's there. So then inventory, this thing, we're going to use the apprentice mortar and pestle. And then if I click in the right stick, yeah, it's using the apprentice alembic 2, which is increasing whatever that value is by 25. Okay, then filters must contain all selected filters. Interesting. So we're going to do positive effects. Let's see what we got. Fortify endurance, fatigue. Is there any, like, heal HP? Yeah, restore health. Let's do that. Cool. Circle, and then boopity, boopity, zoopity, goopity. Potion, create. Create, create, create. Well, you can't create with just one potion. All right, let's do one more, let's do one more potion here. Let's go. Can we do invisibility? Can make one of them. I want something that's going to give me poison fruit. I want something that's going to basically give me, yeah, all 4 ingredients. Restore, yeah, maybe a fortify. Water breathing, water walking. So let's go to restore, or fortify agility? No, fortify endurance. I need to clear out this thing. Yeah, this is such a weird system, because I need to clear all filters, but I also need to take these, like, things out. I don't know how to, like, reset the apparatus, if that makes sense. So we'll do this. We'll filter it by... Just need something decent, basically. Fortify endurance? No. Agility? Something with, like, more than 4 ingredients, basically. Like, a lot of ingredients. Cure disease. Okay, we'll do that. So then circle, and then I grab you, and you, and then I press square, 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 and then that does increase our alchemy. Cool. And then apparently this is a really good way also to like get money, I think. People always say that, like, use alchemy to get a lot of money. I feel like I get a lot of money regardless through a course of a normal playthrough. And then we've got all the Mages Guild teleportation things as well. Is that really it? There's 4 different things. Library, bedroom, alchemy, and vault. Yeah, that's it. So that's all of Frostcrag. Then we can obviously go to the top of the top as well. So pretty darn neat. I didn't go to the top, but we've already seen it. So there you go. That's everything in Frostcrag. And I think that's pretty much every player home that was added with a DLC. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting one, though? I feel like I'm forgetting one. I guess not. Anyways, okay, so I said I was going to show the Easter egg regarding Apple Watch, which is over here, right? Now, I don't know how long it takes to spawn, but there is a very interesting thing that happens here after a certain amount of time, and we'll see if it happens. So, God, this, man, right here again, like the snowy area. I'm like constantly reminded, like, oh man, this game looks so beautiful. Oh, is it not here? Because I feel like we would have seen something were it here. Maybe it's this way. Huh. So I wonder when this gets added. I might just make a note. Or maybe I'm just not going to the actual area. Yeah, so something happens here. But I think we have to wait some more time, basically. So I'll make a note to come back to it, basically. All right, so quest, Broken Vows. We got to go kill Jagasta in Bruma. And this one's interesting, too. There's a lot of little Easter eggs here. So I'm going to make a note here, too. Go back to Apple Watch. And also, Vaurelius hearing that this guy is going to be hand-to-hand. Let's try to go hand-to-hand, too. So we can see who's better, pretty much. Do we want that ring? What rings do we have? Yeah, let's take a look, because that one little magic ring is kind of interesting. Black band, light armor, security, and resist magic. Resist magic is always very helpful. Reflect damage. Oh, that's why that wolf hurt himself, isn't it? Fortify strength. I kind of want to take this off, because I almost, like, reflect damage could get us into trouble, actually. It is nice, but yeah, I'm going to take that off and put on the Pentamagic Loop instead. Fortifies all of our magical skills by, like, 5 points, pretty much. All right, so now this guy will, yeah, if a fight breaks out into the public, we're not gonna get jailed. Now the game presents that as if that's a bad thing. Actually, that's probably a good thing, because then we can just fight him as normal. So here's Jagasta's house. We're being detected, but most likely by our Flame Atronak. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna lockpick this and lockpick you. Now, the thing with Oblivion is when I think about it, I think that there's not a lot of detail with certain areas. However, there's a lot of detail with certain quests, this one included. So we're going to do our best here because... Oh. So he's not even in here, by the way. Yeah, we're going to do our best to, like, check around. If you know, you know, is all I'll say now, but I don't want to spoil anything, obviously. So let's check every single thing in Jagasta's house here. Obviously, also, Vaurelius wants to kind of get a leg up on his Mark II, right? So barrels, just random stuff so far. The real Berenzia version 2. What is that? Wine. Tamika's West Weald wine. Let's loot that cupboard. Nothing much. Just a bunch of various foodstuffs. Nothing in the drawers. Inkwells. Better get 3 inkwells there. We'll take his paltry 3 gold. Okay, what about over here? A bunch of random books. Looking at the values to see Immortal Blood. You a skill book? Cupboard, which we already looted. Check above. Sometimes there's hidden stuff. Okay, I think what we're looking for is further below. Nothing up here so far. So down we go. Chest with an average lock. My God, we're not getting lucky with that now. Bunch of random weapons and armor. All right, all right. Another average lock. That one was a little bit luckier that time. Okay, we got 3 gold in this crate, which we'll take. Nothing there. Something there in that corridor. But we'll look there in just a second. A desk with nothing. What are those? Biography of Berenzia. Okay, bunch of leather armor, which is interesting. I guess maybe he could come up here and grab this armor. I don't think he's actually programmed to do that. But that would be interesting. Strawberries, a steel mace, a little kind of training area here. Sneak increase, which again is weird. There's nobody in here except for my Flame Atronak. Why did our sneak increase? I don't know. Anyways, this guy's got a hidden little basement here. I really wish the game did not just tell you this. I really wish the game had no quest marker here and you have to find this yourself. It would feel much more rewarding. But trapdoor to secret training room, and he might just go ham immediately because he might notice. He might notice my Flame Atronak's presence. Hi. Is he fighting? What is he doing?
I don't recall inviting you into my house. Leave, quickly, or we will have a problem.
I wasn't sure if this guy actually had dialogue. I thought that he didn't. We already have a problem, Jagasta.
What? Who are you to come into my home to speak to me like a petulant child? Do you know who I am? Do you have any idea what you are dealing with?
I would say yes. All right, so here we go. Now, we're not going to be, we're not going to be accosted by the guards here. Yeah, if you want to get in here, Pyre 2, we could work together. Ooh, Star of the West would be great here. I don't know if we've waited enough time. Looks like we did. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, oh, we got him. We got him. Oh my god, he is actually kind of difficult here. Okay, one more will do it. Maybe. Power attack. It's kind of getting close here. Hand-to-hand increases to 48. Wow. Hand-to-hand's already at 48. Oh my god. Jagasta is dead. I must pick up my reward and next contract at the dead drop located in the rotten box under the old bridge just south of the Imperial City. Okay, he put up a really good fight. Good for him, man. Yeah, he almost made it happen, which, again, on this difficulty, it's kind of like it could go either way with certain characters. So, Jagasta, Guide to Bruma, which that's interesting. Jagasta's key as well. Wait, Guide to Bruma. I don't know if I'm reading into this. But they said that he, like, was being killed because he declined an offer of marriage or whatever because the dowry wasn't high enough for the marriage. That's weird, though, because, like, it almost sounds like he's new to Bruma with a guide to Bruma, right? The Brothers of Darkness as well. A book on the Dark Brotherhood, which you could say maybe is just him trying to basically look into the people that might be trying to kill him. But that's interesting now, isn't it? So, don't leave this area until you find something. Azir Trashis Aziri. Which I don't know what that is. But barrel. Nothing there. Where is it? I know there's a thing. Yeah, we got his key, which I guess could just go to his front door, right? Did I literally miss it upstairs? There's a thing here, isn't there? There's definitely a thing. For sure. It's a very cool detail. I must have literally just missed it up here, although I was trying to see. Notice I'm looking at the paintings here. Must just be on the first floor, and I must have literally just forgot, even though I told myself to, like, make sure to look at every single thing. I know you're hiding. I know you're hiding somewhere. Am I crazy? No. It is the children that are wrong. What? I definitely have a... There's a... Oh, yes. No, I even remember what it involves. I'm definitely not crazy. But where is it? Try to remember. Okay. So basically, there's a really cool little Easter egg here. I swear to God, unless I'm just flat out wrong. I thought it was related to something on the wall like a painting, but I've searched every single painting and I have not gotten any sort of prompt. So now I'm wondering, is it not related to a painting and I'm literally just forgetting that there's like a different sort of container that I don't know about? But I swear, I'm wondering also if it's just glitched or something, because I could have swore I knew what to expect here. Let's go down and check one last time. Yeah, none of the paintings really seem to have any sort of interaction. I mean, it would be this one right here, too. I feel like it would be this one, because this one's the most obvious. Very weird. Oh, it's the Okay, so my brain was like, it's a painting. No, it's a keg. And I was like, no, I think it's a painting. Okay, locked keg. Notice it has a very hard lock on it. And notice his key doesn't even open this. So this right here is such a cool little detail, man. I didn't know about this for the longest time. And luckily now where I stand, I think I know most of the little secrets like this in Oblivion. But if I miss anything, obviously feel free to point it out in the comments section. We loot the keg. Notice this. Black hand hood. Black hand robe. Oh. And the 5 tenets. Which is specifically a Dark Brotherhood set of clothing. And actually, this is different from what we've got currently, which is the Shrouded Hood and the Raiment of the Crimson Scar. Is it going to be the Raiment of the Crimson Scar? Probably not. Fortify agility on self, speed on self, sneak, marksman, and a lot of points there too. And I can't even see what it is because they made this menu entirely too sensitive. I literally cannot move the right stick down to see what else this does. Reflect damage on self. Wow. Yeah, this is over freaking powered. Oh my God. It's also valued at 16,000 gold too. Jesus. So what it is, Black Hand Hood. Fortify sneak, illusion, marksman, blade, and speechcraft by 4. Black Hand Robe. Sneak, illusion, marksman, blade, and speechcraft by 11. So total 15 points with this and this. which is much better than the basic shrouded armor. So I'm going to put the hood on because we had the shrouded hood, right? But the raiment is definitely better. And then we look like this, which I actually like a lot. I kind of want to wear the hood, though. We're going to lose out on the crimson... oh, that looks nice. Ooh, I love how this looks in this version of the game. Yeah. Move this... Yeah. Move this detail crap away. I want to actually look at this thing. Yeah, check the... Ooh, yeah. These... So, in the original Oblivion, these kind of looked a little lame, in my opinion. Because you go from really cool shrouded armor to basically, like... You know, just a hood and a robe. I don't know. It feels more culty, right? It doesn't feel as, like, significant. You know what I mean? But in this, I like that. How do I get rid of... Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, there's almost like a sheen to it and how the cloth effects work with that belt as well. I really like that. Very cool. So, you have to ask yourself a question. Why the hell does Jagasta here... Why does Jagasta have higher level Dark Brotherhood items, as well as a book specifically about being a part of the Dark Brotherhood? Why does he have that? That's kind of weird. Also, let's punch a Spriggan in the face. Your luck is being drained. Okay. What is making that noise, by the way? Okay, we got another entity over here. It's a will-o'-the-wisp. Your attack has no effect. Just punching a will-o'-the-wisp. Okay, so we're going to need, yeah, a magical weapon here. Shadow Hunt with Silver Arrow. You cannot change weapons while attacking. Fair enough. I also hear a Nirnroot here, too. So, Shadow Hunt still has charge. Okay, we're going to try to... Yeah, Will-o'-the-Wisps were always super... Oh my god, Pyre, too? Oh, yeah, Will-o'-the-Wisps get super out of hand, too. What's that? Shadowmere just hit me? I feel like Shadowmere just hit me. Although, also, this thing is not dying. Wow. Wow! Okay, hold on. We might just have to flee this. This thing is actually crazy. Nirnroot, yep, grab that. All right, we're out of here. Yeah, because we'd have to use a Vaurelius stone to charge our one Crimson Eviscerator to have the DPS to take that thing down. Or I guess we could go the Crimson Raiment and actually reflect damage. Let's go for the Crimson Eviscerator. Yep. Okay, we got a black bear as well. Hit me. Or a brown bear. Okay, weakness to normal weapons here. Man. God. Things just took a jump up in terms of difficulty. All right, Shadowmere should be fine. The only problem is Shadowmere might be locked into fighting something now forever, which would suck. But we're going to go ahead and move on. Horn Cave discovered. Shadowmere's unconscious. In the original game, I feel like there was a lot of bugs with Shadowmere going unconscious because it can't die unless you put horse armor on it. At which point, even if it does die, I think it did respawn. So very weird. I'm listening for a Nirnroot because we found another body of water, although... I wonder if I should run back and kill that Will-o'-the-Wisp because, yeah, we might get into the same situation I've been complaining about lately. Nirnroot, yeah, thank you. Okay, so is this the one bridge? Even if it is, I think I want to leave it for something else. Anyways, Rotten Box, 500 gold again. Dead drop orders number 4. I've picked up my reward and received my next contract. Okay, so we're going to leave that. Should I go back and kill that? Because, yeah, now it's going to say that I'm in combat for 100 years again, even though I have fleed from combat. It's so annoying. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Who are you? I think I know what Pell's Gate is. I don't think we want to deal with it just yet. Also, Nirnroot. Holy crap. That's nice to find. Yeah, so the game thinks I'm in constant combat with this stupid Will-o'-the-Wisp now, so I should go kill it. Will-o'-Wisp, which, by the way, is an amazing Pokemon move. 75% chance to land a bird on a target, which reduces its attack stat and also burns it each turn. All right, how do I deal with you? I guess Shadow Hunt, and... we literally don't have the damage with the, with this setup. What? Yeah, look at it. It, like, restores HP instantly. What the hell is this? All right, well, that kind of makes my options limited here. So let's go to a Vaurelius stone, I suppose, which I really don't want to use here. But what else are we going to do? Boop. Okay, so now Crimson Eviscerator. Yeah. Any sort of dagger in Oblivion that has any sort of effect on it, it just deals insane DPS. I've known this ever since I was a kid, basically. Will-o-the-wisp. And in Pokemon, it's called Will-o-wisp, I think. So it's a little confusing. But yeah, any dagger just has so much damage on it if it's got any sort of enchantment whatsoever. I don't know what it is. Like, you would think it's just the points that add up together. But no. Yeah, it feels like any dagger that has an enchantment on it is insanely powerful. Now, I'd like to go find Shadowmare, who was up this hill, right? Because if we don't go find Shadowmare, then it's probably going to be a pain. I mean, we could use minor life detection. Yeah, I don't even know. This is what I'm talking about. Like, oh, there's Pyre 2. Where are you at, Shadowmare? I don't want to get involved with, like, another fight, though, so maybe we just kind of travel and hope that it follows me. This is kind of inevitable. Okay. Let's go ahead and read that next dead drop order. So, inventory, we go over here, and we go down to dead, number 4. Now, again, notice the papers are different. Dead drop orders number 2, and then these two are different. Dead drop orders number 4.
Jagasta is dead. Well done. I was right about you, Silencer. You are a useful tool indeed. Let's see if you can continue to impress me. You must journey now to the flooded mine. There you will find Shalise, an Argonian hunter who was banished from her village near the Black Marsh Morwen border for the brutal murder of a dark elven family. Relatives of the murdered family members have located Shalise and demand retribution. And since the assignment is a bit far from Morwen's Morag Tong to handle, the Dark Brotherhood has been commissioned to perform the elimination. Be warned, Silencer. Shalise is a skilled and deadly hunter and will fight like the desperate fugitive she is. After Shalise has been eliminated, you're rewarded another contract will be waiting at the dead drop located in a coffin just outside the ruins of Fort Redmond.
Alrighty. So if you're paying attention to the detail here, there's some questionable things. Also, Final Justice is kind of a funny name for this. What does that even mean? Final Justice? By the way, I think we just traveled to the stable that could give us horse armor here. No, Bayron Stables. No, that's not it. I don't believe so anyways. Now, I'm trying to think. I'm hoping there's nothing missable with this particular part of this Dark Brotherhood questline, because I don't think there is. I don't think there's any details here, like the one with Jagasta. I could be wrong, though. There's definitely a thing in my brain where I'm like, wait a second. Did they add something specifically to every single thing? So we might want to just check, you know, this entire cave, basically. Also, yeah, no sign of Shadowmare either, I think, so that sucks. Let's go ahead and repair whenever we can. So nice hotkeying those repair hammers. Oh, my God. Okay, so this person is literally, like, right in here somewhere. We can see because they have a green quest marker, so we know they're, like, in this room with us. Probably would have been good to also make a water-breathing spell with Vaurelius. Let's go this way. I think we do have water-breathing potions. They're back that way. I'm going to go this way because there may be a Nern route. Oh, God. Tell me I have a water-breathing potion. This actually might be bad. Weak potion of... Wait, didn't we have an item that... Yeah, Lake of the... Yeah, that's right. Duh. I was like, hold on a second. We have the Jewel of the Rumaire, water breathing on self, which will literally come in fantastic help here. Pentamagic will take off. Jewel of the Rumaire will add on, and now we can breathe in the water. Can you believe it? So we can take a look at all the different stuff over here. 43 gold. Well, that's worth putting that in a chest down there. You're literally, like, more at risk of just dying by accident, even if that's your, like, hidden hoard. You know what I mean? Not very pirate-like. Okay, what's down here? We could also use Detect, or maybe Night Eye. Oh, yeah, let's use that potion, too. The, well, I think it's Moderate Potion of Exploration, right? Or something like that. Something of the Adventurer, or whatever the heck. Where are you? I don't think we drank that one, did we? We should still have it, unless we don't. Yes, Moderate Elixir of Exploration, Fortify Health, Fatigue, 20 points, and then Night Eye for 300 seconds. Now would be a great time to drink that. It's not really going to help out too much. I never found Night Eye very helpful, to be quite honest with you. But it'll do something. At the very least, it'll do something. Okay. And we can also use a poison, but not really. I think we know this is an Argonian, so they're going to be immune to poisons. which I feel like always happens to us. I feel like I'm like, ooh, let's use a poison. Then nope. They have immunity.
Who's there?
Hi! Oh, man, I wanted them to talk to me. All right, so Shaliz, and again, we have an enchanted dagger, so this should go pretty easy. Ooh. Actually kind of damaging there.
Shaliz is dead. I must pick up my reward and next contract at the dead drop located in the coffin just outside the ruins of Fort Redmond.
Which makes me think of that 70s show. I'm trying to remember why. Red Foreman. So see, Fort Redmond. See, there's a lot of four and red and men in there. You know what I mean? All right, let's heal up. Man, this healing spell does nothing anymore. Okay, Shaliz, Elven Cuirass, Gold, Longsword of the Dynamo, Shock Damage, and Soul Trap. Mithril as well. They had 2 weapons. I thought they were female, but that was a male, wasn't it? Covered pot, cheese wedge, a broom. Yeah, see, I'm like trying to think. I'm like, is there any like little details here? That would be super cool if we could get some sort of detail as to who this person is. But I don't think this one has detail, unfortunately. Just a whole lot of foodstuffs. Yeah, so we don't know much about Shaliz other than that we are tasked to kill them. Pretty straightforward dead drop kill here. Which, yeah, some people probably like the original dead drop order quest, or some people probably like the original Brotherhood of Steel. What am I talking about? Dark Brotherhood. I haven't eaten anything today, by the way. I think my brain is losing focus now. Some people probably like the original Dark Brotherhood quest more. I do too, but I honestly like both of these legs of this quest line kind of in different ways. You know what I mean? I love the initial missions, but I also like the dead drops. Basically just because where the story goes. I really, really do enjoy it. So, final Justice, Fort Redmond over there, next to Arpinia. So let's travel to Arpinia. Usiwati Wokatipa Bandalorian Kapika Latito. Alright, so this way, and then we'll cast Minor Life Detection as well. But yeah, to talk a little bit more about the GV's Talking Corner. Yeah, Pokemon White, man. I love Gen 5 so much. If you haven't played Gen 5 Pokemon, I do honestly think that is the height of the series. No joke. I love Gen 1 and 2 for nostalgia. Gen 3 is amazing. Gen 4 was kind of the weird one where I was getting out of it. Kind of came back a little bit more into the fold with Gen 5. Ritual Stone. Marked by a special fate, you rule your destiny. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the ritual? Yes. The stars of the ritual shine upon you. Have gained the Mars Milk and Mars Mercy greater powers. That's right, because it doesn't change your birth sign. I always think that it does, but it doesn't. So we got 2 different greater power. Oh yeah, this one's really good too, isn't it? So we get Mars Milk, restore health on self 100 points. Can only be used once per day. That's okay. That's actually not as good as I thought it was going to be. And then I think Mara's, what was the other one? I don't even know where to find it. Mara's Mercy. Restore health on target. Oh, heal other. Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. So let me know your thoughts on Pokemon White and Black. Yeah, again, full playthrough on the second channel, GEEVEE. If you search that in YouTube, you'll find it. Boy, oh boy, man. Pokemon White was a joy. And obviously we were doing a Nuzlocke. So, you know, we were doing a challenge run, which was quite good, if I do say so myself. Definitely some crazy moments. I don't want to spoil anything, because you can absolutely spoil what happens in a Nuzlocke, basically. What's our carry weight at? We are so good. So we'll take all of those. And then what weapon did you have? Always good to check the weapon. Glass Mace, and also a Mithril Shield, which I can't seem to find. Which is weird, because they have it, like, attached to them, but it's not in their inventory. Very bizarre. But yeah, man, love Pokemon White. I really want to play Pokemon White and Black too, because as far as I know, they're even better, which is honestly insane. Because Pokemon White is already amazing. And I think I played Pokemon Black initially, but this time I played White. Okay, so here we go. Coffin, another 500. Alval Uvani's Schedule, and Dead Drop Orders number 5. I've picked up my reward and received my next contract. We're going to skip that, and we'll read it in the next one so that we are pertinent with the information. We will end this episode here. Ladies and gentlemen, nerd root there, by the way. thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. It's been an absolute pleasure to play through it, as I've said. Special shout out to our Tier 2 members, Sarah Perry, Chef Goulet, Brian O'Grady, Greg Bousquet, Big Bots 1, Demon Wrath, Mesa Galette, Lincoln Pop, DV Gamer, Low Country Grace, Purif, and Amos Grimes. Thank you very much to everybody that supports this channel. I really appreciate it, and thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.